if anyone from Bandai is watching this right now, we have a small request from our small humble channel. Could you guys spare us the entire hoopla with a new website, countdown timer of upcoming new Master Grade version car, only to let us down with a rehash of an old Mobile Suit Master Grade variant? Don't get me wrong, I think myself and many Gunpla fans are quite happy to get a new version and a refreshed version of old Master Grade kits. But given that we already have so many different variants of Wing Gundam in Master Grade format, isn't it time for us to get something new? Especially how you've drummed up the entire speculation, the excitement with a new website, countdown clock, hobby next phase. We were really expecting this to reflect the Master Grade poll design of what will be the new Master Grade version car that you did 2 years ago. And of course, that poll result came out. I think the first was turned G-Self, and then there was God Gundam and also Strike, if I'm not mistaken. Given that the responses, I've been looking at all the responses on YouTube, our channel, Twitter and Facebook, I would say that most fans are quite bummed, including myself. We are not bummed because you are releasing a Wing Gundam Zero and a SWAT version car. I mean, we are happy that we're getting a refresh, but with all the buzz and excitement, couldn't you guys at least put out something else and just release the version car without much fanfare? I think that would be much better. How would the kit look like? Well, I think for me, as a fan, given that how there was a Gundam Fixed Figuration Metal Composite version car as well, about 1-2 years ago, I think that the kit would look exactly the same as the GFF version. So, not holding my breath, but I think it would definitely look pretty close to what we're seeing here. At 5,500 yen, definitely a little bit more pricier than the old Master Grade variant, but with version car kits, that's usually how it goes. There's also going to be reissues of the old Endless Wars Master Grade kits on Premium Bandai. So if you want to collect the entire series, now is a good time to invest your money in them. Well, now that I got that out of my system, let's talk about the biggest news today, which everybody is ignoring, and that is actually the entry grade 144 scale RX-78-2 coming in at only 770 yen. It is ridiculously cheap for a kit this size, the level of detail, part separation and also articulation. I think Bandai is really trying to change the game of how we think an entry grade kit should be like, look like and also cost. You don't even need a nipper or cutter to actually build this kit, so this entry grade is really suitable for people who are new to the hobby, right? And the entire reason why Bandai is doing this, if I'm not mistaken, is really to give a sense of accomplishment for someone who is new to the hobby. You don't want someone who is new to the hobby coming in with a high grade and having to worry about cutters, nippers, paint, putting the decals on. That kit is meant to be easy to assemble, and the moment you're hooked on accomplishing, you're feeling the level of accomplishment of the kit, you would definitely want to continue on with more Gunpla kits. Okay, so that is the entry grade, which I think is definitely very good news for Bandai. They will definitely sell a lot of them. The other new kit that's coming out is the High Grade Build Divers Re-Rise Eldora Windham. I don't think I got the name correct, so everybody who knows the name of the mobile suit, it is based on a mobile suit from the Seed series, so let me know if you know the actual name of the mobile suit. I would say that this kit looks good. It has the same design language, the crazy mishmash as we've come to expect from the High Grade Build Divers Re-Rise series. So the colors as well looks alright. Not much decals. The details seriously is quite lacking. But then again, I really dig that rifle axe that this mobile suit is holding. And the shield as well looks pretty badass, right? But other than that, you would definitely need to create a lot of scribbling lines to give more details for this kit. By the way, is anyone still watching Season 2 of Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise? I will have to say Season 2 has been really draggy the first few episodes and not much fight in between. The focus on storytelling was really, I think, a vehicle to drive the story arc into the final climatic battle in season 3, I suppose. But for now, for those of you who are still following and catching up on the series and buying all the expansion pack, the Satanix expansion pack is coming out now actually in Japan, so we should be getting it in most countries in the next 1 month. I'm not sure how many of you have already gotten your hands on the 144 scale Gundam Geminus, but we're still waiting for this guy to actually arrive in Malaysia. I'm just glad that Bandai has already announced the new Assault Booster and High Mobility Unit expansion set. Coming in at 1,760 yen, it is definitely affordable, and given the level of detail and how it makes the kit looks so much better, I would say I was actually quite surprised. I mean, the Gundam Geminus in itself already looks really good, but the expansion pack doesn't make it look too much like a clusterfuck. You know, compare that to the Strike and the entire expansion pack, that one just to look to me like a little bit too much. This guy is coming out very soon in September 2020. And finally, Bandai is showing us what are the prizes for A, B, E and F for the upcoming Ichiban Kuji lottery draw. It's coming out to be a longest striptease I've ever seen. I mean, Bandai is really taking their sweet time to show us what are all the available prizes for Ichiban Kuji, but I guess maybe that's how they do things now, taking the time to show off things, you know, a couple of weeks at a time. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about Ichiban Kuji, but just want to share of how good looking the upcoming Meta build Gundam Astray Girlfriend Amaso Hana is. It is definitely expensive, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really cover meta build on the channel, because at least for myself, it's quite painful to see something so beautiful and yet you can't afford it. So I usually try to skip the meta build series coverage on my channel and focus on gunpla instead. But for those of you who are big fans of the meta build series, you should definitely head out and get the pre-order. Definitely looks really slick. The electroplating chrome gold finishes on the Amaso Hana definitely looks gorgeous. If only I can afford it, but yeah, that it is. So for those of you who have stayed with me through the end, I really want to hear from you guys what you think of the Master Grade Gundam Wing Zero Endless Wars version car release. Was that what you expected, or were you really expecting something new, just like me when we made the video last week? Given how Bandai went, you know, created a website with a new countdown, creating all this buzz and hoopla, but in the end, all we got was just a rehash of another Gundam Wing. And I think it's definitely going to look exactly like the GFF metal composite version, which is not a bad thing, yeah? So for those of you who are new to our channel, hey, please consider subscribing so we can get all the latest Gunpla news on our channel. Hope everybody's staying safe in this time, so continue being Gunpla, and I'll see you in the comment section down below.